Imagine making over $400,000 per month, yes, per month, off of a YouTube channel that generates passive income. Now, this sounds too good to be true, but I'm going to show you a few examples right here, right now, of different channels that are making way too much money, and they're extremely small channels that really don't get a lot of attention. See, this is the future of making money online, creating a personal brand that you can use to monetize that effectively becomes passive income over time. Take it from somebody who has multiple YouTube channels as we speak. Now, I'm not a big YouTuber, and I've never had really tremendously large-sized channels, but I have experienced some really good growth over time for various different channels that I've had. And I could definitely say that there are some channels that I've had that made a lot of money over time. Enough talk, let's get right into the video. What do creators like Mr. Beast, Alex Hormozi, Iman Godzi all have in common? They make boatloads of cash, they have huge audience sizes. See, a lot of people have this idea that only large YouTubers make a lot of money, and the rest just go starving. But that's not entirely the case. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of small YouTubers that don't make any money, but it's because they haven't created a system. I'm going to show you, like I said, two different YouTubers that have these systems created, and they really don't make that many views. Oh, and by the way, I'll be leaving my Instagram on the screen right now if you decide you want to follow some of my adventures. But this leads into some of the past content we talked about when it came down to creating a PDF farm or creating a digital asset business. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll leave a link in the description box down below. Let's go ahead and jump into our first example. This first example is a YouTube channel with this guy named Spencer Palu. Now, he has 8,300 subscribers, so not much at all. And just a month ago, he had about 5,000 subscribers. His average view count about a month ago, once again, was about 3,000 views a video, which is really not that insane. And you look at his views now, they're, you have 3.7K, 6K, 9K, 2.8K, and you can see here he's not posting every day. This video is 5 days ago, this video is 12 days ago, so you kind of get an idea, roughly every like 8 to 7 days, basically once a week, that he's posting a video. And if we go over here to one of his products that he's selling, let's go ahead and click on it. This is his school community. Now here's a little invite, but you could see he has 403 members. Now, every single one of these 403 members are paying $999 per month. Now, I don't need a calculator to figure that out. That's roughly $400,000. I mean, just a little bit more. But who's counting at that point? $400,000 a month that he's generating. If you take 1,000, multiply that by 400, that's about 400,000. So that's kind of insane. A lot of people don't think of it this way. This is why I said this kind of story before, but I had a channel with about about 700 plus subscribers, and it generated about 70,000 in the course of about a year and a half. Now, that's not a lot compared to this guy. This guy completely blew me out of the water. I mean, he's making over 400K a month. But at the time, I was selling about a $150 product. It wasn't, $1,000 a month. But the point is that if he could do it, you could do it too in a different niche. Like I said, and this is 100% real. So I'll refresh. You can go ahead and see this is his school community. I don't have a school account, so I'm not going to be signing up or signing in. But I'm just using this as an example, almost like a guide for you to kind of see how much people are making. I want to go ahead and call your attention to a different video or a different YouTuber group. This group, basically, they just teach you how to do script writing, calligraphy, whatever you want to call it. And you can kind of look, their YouTube channel name is called Lovely Loops, Calligraphy and iPad Lettering. And when we look at their modern day videos, not videos that are 4, 5, 7 years old, 5 days ago, they posted a video, they got 383 views. A month ago, they got 539 views. 2 months ago, 466 views. 2 months ago, 244 views. So they're not uploading every single day, but they're using YouTube to gain attention to their products. Now, if we look at their website, they're selling 2 products here, okay? And that's separate from their school community. I was doing some research on various people who are making money on school, and they have 1,300 members at $9 a month. Now, once again, let's go ahead and pull up the calculator and figure out how much that is. But we take 1,300, right? Now, it could be 1,350. It could be 1,390. Nobody knows for sure. School doesn't give the exact number, but we take that number, we multiply this by $9 a month, and that equals to 11,700. So, yes, they have a lot of subscribers, but their subscribers are just not tuning in, right? You have 159,000 subscribers and 466 views of video, 244 views of video. This is not causing that many subscribers. In fact, if you look at their channel, the most popular video is 1.3 million views 7 years ago. And school didn't exist 7 years ago. So the point here is that most of these videos are not contributing to their school community. And the reality is part of the reason why this channel is so successful is because, number one, it has really clean branding. It has a website. It has basically an infrastructure for fans to go in and purchase products. That's one. But also, number two, is they're extremely niche. There's not many people on YouTube talking about calligraphy and design. Now, don't get me wrong. They do exist. They're out there. You can search for them. But the number of creators, you can probably count on two hands. There's not many of them. And so my point is that if you can either be an extreme expert in something, and we've talked about this before on our various different videos, either you're going to be an expert, you're going to be extremely passionate, or you're showing your journey. It's one of those three in a very specific niche, and that will create a foundation for you to be able to make more money down the road on whatever product you're selling. So if you haven't seen my past few videos on, building websites, building digital assets, and turning that into income, the website is used to be able to transact with your consumer, give them an infrastructure, something that they can make money off of. Now, school takes a percentage of whatever you sell. So it's not like this 400 grand is free and clear. However, keep in mind that you can build all this kind of stuff pretty much for free or as cheap as possible on Rocket Web Builder. There's no transaction costs on a monthly basis. When I say for free, I mean there's no transaction costs. So Rocket Web Builder is not going to take a piece of whatever you make, okay? You just sign up to a credit card processing system, and that will process your payment, which is usually like 2.9% or something like that. But my point here is that you need the website because the website is going to give you your viewers an infrastructure of exactly where to go. So here, there's a product, right? Click Learn More here. Boom, the school community. Click here. This is another product here that they're selling. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. So I've made this video before and I spoke about this, but we were talking about creating YouTube videos. And this is a channel that I've created to kind of teach people my views on, creating YouTube videos for specifically small channels that you can then monetize. And so I'll leave this kind of channel up here if you guys want to go ahead and see it and watch those videos. I'll leave them there. But that's essentially my new channel that I'm creating videos on, just to show people how you can build YouTube channels and turn it into income, basically. But the thing that I wanted to kind of bring home here is that you don't have to have a large YouTube channel, a large TikTok channel, a large Twitter account, whatever you want to call it, basically a large social media account to make money. And I just used two examples here of people that are making it happen, right, with a small amount of subscribers, and they're bringing in income. Now, you can do the same thing. You just have to find that niche, that category. If that's something you want to see more information on, how to find the niche, how to find the category that works for you, leave a comment in the description box, in the comments below. I'll go ahead and address it, and more importantly, I'll make more future videos to help you out on this topic. And for people who are members, the members-only type videos, we're going to be creating some insider content on how you can create these YouTube channels, little different tips, tricks, and hacks that I kind of found. And if this is something you're serious on, this is going to be a good opportunity for you to create passive income into the future that's actually future-proof with AI, because what AI is doing is it's taking over the things that are automatable, right? If that's even a word, but things that you can automate. Customer service, article writing. These are basic things that it can kind of take over. So once again, creating a brand, a digital brand, and you don't have to show your face. It could be completely faceless. these are opportunities that you can create your own personal brand that is kind of AI proof or future proof, or as AI proof as anything is going to get. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully this video is helpful. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye.